In 3, 2, 1.
We are here to give you the weekly scoop.
Is this an experiment?
Life and Deatherage.
Life and Deatherage.
Life and Deatherage.
Hey guys, it's Blake here.
And it's Wade. Welcome to Life and Deatherage.
Yep, another new episode for you.
You know that's right.
We're just gonna get right into it. For those that are local, I'm sure y'all have heard about the 911 hoax calls of the school shooter.
Crazy.
Yeah, we just listened to it.
Multiple.
We listened to different ones.
Yeah, because it's going on all across the states.
I've been talking about this for 2-3 days ever since it happened.
And what's
here.
crazy, and I'm still talking about this, is just the news outlets. Like, I don't know if I just don't watch enough TV, or, I mean, I try to limit my Facebook use and things of that sort, but, so I'm not on social all that much.
Yeah.
But, I am not seeing, I didn't see very much about, I mean, I go hunt for all these topics,
Yeah,
really.
nobody's talking about this.
Nobody's talking about this or the Balenciaga thing, or...
There's nationwide hoax school shootings being called in, and it's practically the same. It's the same script, and people the shit I was watching, bro, they even said the guys feel like they're reading from a script.
Yeah. No, it seems scripted, and they're just changing the suspects.
They're changing the address, they're changing the name of the school, and they're changing the city and the state. And other than that...
And the race of the suspect.
They're in a math class, or they're in an English class, and, 4 people's been shot. There's a number of people, more than 3, to get you concerned.
Right.
Well, we've pulled the audio. Do we want to play it?
Yeah, at least play that little 30-second spit.
Yeah, we have 2 videos here to play. And I'm gonna just go ahead and play the first one.
December 8th, 2022, 10 hours, 14 minutes, 39 seconds.
Stillwater Police.
Hello, there is an active shooter at Stillwater Middle School. 4 students have been shot there in a math class, room number 100. There is an active shooter. The suspect is white male, wearing black jacket and black pants, armed with long rifle. Came to the
Okay, listen, can you hear me?
Room number 1. Yes, can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you. In a math class, room number 100. The suspect is panic. Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Can we help you?
Hello, there is an active shooter at Ridgeview High School. 10 students have been shot. The suspect is panic male, armed with rifle, came to the classroom and shot 10 students. Ridgeview High School. There is an active shooter at Ridgeview High School. The suspect is panic male, armed with rifle, came to one classroom, opened fire on the students. 10 students have been shot at Ridgeview High School. The suspect is still there. Hello. Ridgeview High School.
I mean, point being is, we think the voices are the same, but like I was saying kind of about the New York thing, well, you could play someone from Boston, then you could play someone from Brooklyn, and a person from New York's going to definitely be able to tell, you know what I mean?
Even
so maybe
from
this
down
is that
south,
same thing.
Yeah.
And somebody that knows Middle Eastern accents, they're going to be like, dude, those are 2 completely different people.
Mm-hmm.
But let me get back to another point. There are multiple videos on YouTube. If you look up just school shooter hoax audio call and listen to it, bro. There's a better video, but it has a bunch of news in the middle, so I didn't want to play that one.
Right.
But that one really sounds like it. But yeah, you had a point.
Oh, yeah. No, I think it could dribble down to, like you're saying, somebody paying him or something, and them still trying to get the American people to give up their guns for the schools.
Yeah.
Because they keep having, once all those crisis actor things was going on, and I seen the videos of them showing their faces and it being the same person at all these different...
Well, they really look like the same.
They definitely did. Definitely. They had to be doppelgangers.
I think we as Americans, we would put more guns into the system before we took our guns
I would
away.
hope so. Well, and one of my things is why not take somebody with a super clean background who possibly been in the military and has a bunch of training, and he's good, and put at least one guy like that in a school and pay him super well.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think that would be the first step, and why that's not already been done.
Right.
I can't understand because, we have tax-paying dollars that pays the police department and pays for the schools. You
Right.
know? So why?
Yeah, not that well either for either one, nor our damn roads at that matter.
The purpose behind this really stumps me. And
Yeah.
that's just what really bothers me, though, is
Well, and it's jumping on the kids. That's what messes with me the
they
most.
know where
Just
to
like our
hit you in
last.
your heart.
Yes, thank you, Blake.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just like our last episode with this fucking Beyonce. Oh, you know the word I'm trying to say.
Balenciaga.
Yeah, all that stuff, and then now this school shit. It's unreal. Like, it's just with the kids, and then all the stuff in the shows, just pointing it all towards the kids. All the technology, like, quit with the YouTube. Everybody needs to play a little more, and you know, quit being crazy.
Get off your phones, yeah.
Yeah,
Unless
definitely.
you're listening to Life and Death or
Yeah,
Stay
that's
on
right.
that hoe.
Oh, that's good stuff.
But,
But
yeah.
no, this is super.
Thoughts?
This is super wild.
We wanna
And
hear
also-
thoughts about
yes,
it, for sure.
Yes, definitely. Let us know thoughts and give us some comments if you don't mind. And let me make this other point here: is how you got the time of day for this? You're calling over.
they're getting paid.
You're calling 50.
They gotta be making money
right. You're calling
somehow.
50 schools. And dude, it would have been great if we would have known the facts of. When this, like, the time frame, like, oh, this started from January whatever time to, December another time. Like, did they make these calls, like, 50 calls in one? Did they make these calls? My fault. Did they make these calls, 50 calls in one day? I straight talking through Blake's mic, had mine sitting down. So we got some good mics now, folks.
That's funny.
Oh.
No, I don't think they would definitely, unless they have 20 people in there.
I know, like sitting in their doing their office spamming job.
But
They're like,
now-
oh, I'm definitely going to get my cousin
When I
on
look-
this, you know?
Yeah. When I look up, like news stories, they seem kind of apart. Like, oh, I didn't even tell you guys. Well, that second phone call is from South Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a month before the Stillwater phone call was placed.
Right, so I'm curious how many more, excuse me, was placed in between there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, enough for the media to keep saying, oh, we have nationwide hoax calls, but they're not saying, oh, it sounds like the same guy.
Well, and also,
Doing it.
my thing is, let's put this other point out there, is if we can go hunt Osama bin Laden down in this cave, like, where's our signal trackers at now and our triangulating a phone call and all that super fancy stuff they do to find this guy?
Where's that CSI at?
Yeah, what's going on here? Like, let's hunt this guy down, because this seems like, well, dude, if you caught this guy, it would definitely be, wouldn't it be a terrorist act? What kind of charge would you get hit with that?
Oh, yeah.
That would be like calling in a bomb threat or calling in
inciting something.
This
This is
inciting a terrorist act.
This is definitely some terrorist shit.
Especially like if you're not a kid calling, threatening the school, and you're grown, and you see what I'm saying? Like, it just blows
It's
my
insane
mind.
why anybody would do it. I
Yeah.
listened to a few Americans
Right.
making the phone call. It was just a
Right.
woman on there. So like
Well, because I remember a time or two getting a bomb threat, or maybe we were just practicing, but going out of school and
I
going
remember
across the
doing
street.
shooter drills in elementary, having
Right.
to lock the door and get in the corner. We turn all the lights off.
Right.
So Columbine was in like late 99. So yeah, after that they really tightened
Yeah,
up.
they tuckered up, didn't they?
But yeah, let us know what you guys think about that.
Let us know, folks. All right, so I guess we're just gonna jump into some other topics now. So I watched this movie that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? It's
I-
called Harder They Fall. And
No.
it's on the old Netflix.
No,
It's a western. Well, it's actually a yeah.
It's a
so-
western.
Yeah.
I haven't been on Netflix here recently.
Well, I've been on I'll get bored on one, so I'll go to another one, and then I'll just, so I just venture from,
Yeah, I feel that.
but really good. I'm trying to think of
not enough of them.
I'm trying to think of the cast.
Idris Elba in it.
Yes, and the dude from Atlanta, he's in it.
Donald Glover?
No, the dude I really
Paperboy.
No. But he's in that Bullet Train movie, and if you haven't seen that, that's super great too.
No, then it's Paperboy.
No,
rapper.
because that's his uncle, the side dude, his friend.
Because he's not in Bullet Train. Paperboy's in Bullet Train.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Paperboy's in Bullet Train.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, you were saying going on the side. I see.
Yeah. But yeah, it was good. So I've just been doing, trying to keep up with all the newer movies coming out. And so really the movie brought me to a question. I'm not going to ruin the end of the movie for anybody, but it was like, can a man redeem himself over time in man's world or in God's eyes? And I understand that we all have sin and that we can, be forgiven by God over sin. But, in man's world, it's almost an eye for an eye. When you murder somebody, you got to go to prison or be sent on the death row or whatever, and then it got me thinking all the way to the point of like Tukey Williams, who, he started the Crips and did all that stuff and started to write children's books and really changed his whole life.
What it comes down to is ego. To really forgive somebody is to let go of your ego and, let go of your big head pretty much. You gotta.
Right. Oh, that's a very good.
It's like Buddhists,
right?
That's why they're so zen and forgiving.
Right.
They're egoless.
Man, I was watching one of those court cam shows, and there was this man, and he shot and killed this other man's son, and he showed up that day, and you know how they always give the person
impact statement.
Yeah, thank you. That's exactly what it's called. So, gives them their second to put their 2 cents in, and the dad blew my mind away. He didn't say nothing salty towards him. He just straight forgave him and said that he wished him the best, and they actually let him hug each other.
Oh, I seen that.
You did?
No, I seen that.
You know what I'm talking about? I think he's even wearing a little hat. I'm not kidding. Me too, man. It was a beautiful thing, was it not?
Yeah, it was.
Yes, it was a really good video, dude. It was straight. It was real, for that man to have that in his heart.
Kudos to that guy to really go up there and forgive that dude in front of everybody, too.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's not like he hit him up after the court in a letter and was like, hey, I forgive you.
Right.
Or went and see. No, he did it in the courtroom in front of everybody.
And he knew his son would have did this and wanted it that way and wanted it. And, that right there itself made me just think a lot.
The dude, too, that he forgave seemed real remorseful.
Yes, because he was crying. They hugged. Yeah. No. It was a really good... So, yeah, I'm glad that flowed into that. That was... But yeah, it brought me into thinking of Tukey Williams, and at the time it didn't Snoop and Pac show up to his. If I recall, that was all over.
I think I heard something about that.
Yeah, I think it was all over the TV at the time frame, all that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, pretty good movie.
Yeah, I haven't looked much into Tukey.
Right, I did some of my. I got real interested in him. Let's see what else.
Yeah, I seen the other day, I guess maybe it was last night. Elon Musk come on Dave Chappelle's set when he's doing he's on tour with Chris Rock right now, and you're not even supposed to have cell phones in there. It's like a real big thing, I guess. But people are bringing them in video, of course. And Dave Chappelle brings Elon Musk on and says, "Hey everybody, give it up for the richest man in the world."
And that makes you think, why introduce that man that way?
Yeah, it was a bad way to introduce him. He could have said anything.
And also, it makes me also think, so he's on tour with Chris Rock, right?
Yeah.
And Elon just happens to be there?
Well,
it makes me think they're touring he's on the bus with them going places.
They were in Silicon Valley, so it was like, apparently Elon Musk is hometown kind of
Oh,
deal. It's not, but
okay.
it's like where he started, you know.
Right. That's
So
understandable.
I'm thinking
Word.
that's why he went there. He's in Texas now, Elon
Right.
Musk. He's based
So
there.
okay, so they're not really friends.
No, I think like
Like, are
when
they
I watched Dave on Joe Rogan and Joe was talking about Elon and Dave's like, "Oh, he's like, man, I hung out with him and he was just talking about how smart of a guy he was." So it gave you the impression, well, they at least hang out. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think I wouldn't say they're friends, but
At least acquaintances
yeah.
to
And why wouldn't you?
Saturday hangout buddies.
Bro, you just brought the richest man in the world
On your stage.
How fucking cool would that be?
Yeah. And a quarter of your audience booed. And is
Yeah.
that before his set?
Oh no! When he brought him, or
Right.
I'm not sure.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He bring him out after his set or before?
I'm not positive on that.
Mm.
I know he was upset at the end of his set because somebody that was there though said 80% of the crowd was booing.
Right.
And Elon, you know,
Well,
I
the
feel
thing-
bad for the guy.
Yeah, I kind of do too. The thing that blew my mind is like he just felt like when that was happening, I felt like he's so used to being cheered because he's so smart and he's making all these great things for the
He
world
said
and
that.
doing all the. Oh, did he?
No, he said, "Man, this is the first time this has happened to me."
Right, I'm sure because he didn't have nothing to say, and I felt like he kind of didn't know how to act.
Dude, I feel like he didn't have anything to say anyways.
Right.
Is the thing. I mean, he may have came out there and got clammed up because everybody was booing, but honestly, I'm not sure he had. I think they were like, man, just come out here and go with it. And then he went out
Right.
there and
Was like, oh fuck, I shouldn't have did this. I'm not a stand-up comedian.
if I keep bumping the mic, sorry. Yeah, dude. That's why I felt bad for him because he just throws his hands up like.
Hopefully it was before his set, so because Dave's pretty good at smoothing stuff out, so
Oh yeah, he can bring a tense situation
Yeah.
and make it funny.
and he's good at telling stories. I really like that guy.
No, that's why. Yeah, he's.
But
in my
Elon
top.
seems genuine too. But with them super powerful rich folks, hell, you never know, honestly.
You really don't.
Yeah, and all that AI shit's scaring me. Speaking of that, have you seen that trailer to that Megan movie, too?
I think.
Oh man, it's this murdering AI robot, and she's all dancing around and looks scary.
Yeah, that's the other part too. Elon Musk is saying 6
the
months till he plants a Neuralink into
And that is something
human
to talk
brain.
about too, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you guys feel about that? How do y'all feel about modding your body out? What do you think about that stuff?
Yeah.
Now, I feel like if your lung collapsed and he was giving me a new
Life or
heck,
death.
yeah, you know, but like my thing is, let me just put this conspiracy thought in your head, folks. Is what if your car's electric? You have this electric neuro chip in your hand, and it's unlocking your doors, using your money, has all your stuff in it. Hell, let's say it even programs your gun, and that's the only way you can shoot that because we're getting so fancy with it. And they decide to turn off all your shit one day, and then just come get you.
You wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We'd have to rely on sticks while they all have plasma
What if
rifles.
they just turn your brain off because they got a Neuralink?
Yeah.
Playing it
No, right? Or they could at least, depending on what it could do, like,
I mean,
yeah.
they could send subliminal messages,
in which
thoughts.
they're already doing.
Dude, I don't know about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, be wary of things, folks. Like,
There's one thing getting a metal arm or leg, and it's another thing planting a chip directly into your skull.
dude, supposedly I heard that people have the ones that can unlock their doors.
Oh, I watched a video of this guy
Yeah.
that did it, and all the comments were talking shit on him.
Right.
They were not with it.
See, now, like I said, is I'll wait until I'll know more about it and let other people do it and learn more about
I don't
it.
think
You know?
in my lifetime will I want to do any of it, honestly.
Right.
Not implanting, nothing.
Yeah, it's
like
a
that.
little too much, isn't it?
Yeah, we're talking, especially with Neuralink.
My thing is, think about how far the human brain can go. Now, when I watched that video of that AI and they asked the word if it was sentient or what,
Sentient, yeah.
Thank you. Definitely. That thing knew it was there, and it knew it had feelings, and it could describe them feelings to you.
We read that whole transcript.
Yes, remember? Yes. Yeah, we had a whole episode about it, folks.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, this is just, whether it goes down a light path or a dark path, I think we should stay in the, gray area and right down the medium, because, if we take this too far, it could just ruin all of us. We want to think about, we're talking about World War III right now with Russia or whatever's going on right now. We're not talking about the extinction of mankind.
Yeah.
That.
I think the idea with AI is they want to make everything better. They want to fix things.
Right.
So they're gonna fix everything. They're gonna be like, man, there's this one thing we can't fix.
And
like
it's us.
The world and the pollution and they're gonna be like, this is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think it'll take them that long to see it. I think they'll be able to see pretty quickly.
Well, just what was that thing? Was it in Taiwan? That big old trash pile? I was just 62 meters tall. Dude, it's a mountain high. A mountain.
There's a man climbing it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's talk about I guess there's a global methane group. They're all the whole world's trying to, and if they all get on this same group, then it'll bring the temperature down 1.2%. So hopefully everybody gets on board. But I'm just saying, dude, we're in 2020 whatever, man.
3 damn near.
Yeah, come on, we ain't got a different way to fucking deal with our gas yet. Our trash. Dude, we're literally shooting fucking shuttles out. Yeah, no, I get it.
It's hard.
In my head, it's and I know this might not work.
You can't burn it. You can't bury it. You can't shoot it into space. You can't put it in the ocean.
Right.
What can you do?
Well, it makes me wonder why we're cleaning. It's to help the Earth still because it's in orbit. It's trash in orbit. Have you heard about them shooting them shuttles out to space? And they have these big old nets, man, that they're shooting off this little shuttle thing. And it's literally catching like a fish net, and it shoots out straight.
Catches satellites?
And it catches trash out there, either rocks or satellites that banged into each other, and then it pulls it back, and then they bring it back down here, or they do some shit with it. But yeah, but they're found a way, but they can't get the little nuts and the little flakes of paint and different things like that. They're trying to find a way to clean up those pieces. But do you see what I'm saying? We're trying to learn. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we're learning how to clean up our orbit, and we can't even deal with all our trash first. We gotta learn how to recycle and get shit in order better.
But I also watched this thing that showed a timeline, and it's probably something while they're picking the satellites, bro. It's probably so they don't wreck into each other. Because I watched this thing that had a timeline of all of our satellites, bro, and by the end of it, you almost couldn't see Earth, damn near.
Right.
We had so many satellites, and I swear half of them are dead, or there's some sick percentage where none of them are even useful. So I think they're probably taking them down because if they run it, boom, communications down.
Facts. Between almost all the world, it could be, you'd imagine. And my thing is the main question. With almost every topic we have on this channel, you know what I mean? What are the elite thinking? What are our government what is our government thinking? What is whoever the people who run the world, what the hell are these people thinking? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, because money is power.
I guess so, man.
There's the 1% exists whether we believe it or not.
Right. But it's the part of me that's just it's just because they get fat and they don't care. You know what I mean? As long as they're taken care of and everybody. But it's can you not just see a beautiful green earth where everybody can get their piece of pie and everybody be happy? And it be clean and great.
Wavelength. This Mars thing is on the backdrop, It's probably been in the making
Yes.
forever. They don't care about their grandchildren's grandchildren because they know
they're
they'll be
gonna
on
be
Mars.
up there. Facts, though. I was thinking it's gonna get to the part to where we could get to where we could build another Earth and just shoot it into an orbit, you know? Or
that's a movie, I swear.
is it?
I think so, dude.
Bro, I feel like I've thought in that before, or well, hell, I bet it's a good movie.
Yeah, I think so.
Me and my movies.
Um,
Yeah, I've been on a movie trip. Speaking of, there's some good scary movies that are coming up too.
you
been
watch
coming
that
out.
To the Bone? Or,
Yeah, man.
I
I'm
was
having a
thinking of
moment. It's
going
not
and
To the
seeing that.
Bone. It's
Yeah,
Bones and All.
Oh,
It's that scary movie, Bones and All.
Uh.
And Blake, when you watch it, I'm not gonna ruin it for anybody, folks. And I'll give it a rating. It 1 out of 10.
we're doing 5.
Well, 1 out of 5.
We've been doing 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we haven't done a movie of the week in fucking
Yeah, I know. We need to start that back up.
weeks, but
Well, if it's 1 to a 5, gosh, I'm gonna give it a maybe a 2 or a 3.
that puts me down. I
It
don't think I'm gonna go see it.
It was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be way better than it was, but you have to
I was
see it,
maybe gonna go see it this weekend. Now I'm probably not.
dude. You have to see it because there's this one scene that I have to know your opinion
Avatar
about.
2 is out.
You're lying. This weekend?
Oh well, yeah, or I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'm going.
I thought it was already out, and now that you say it like that, I think I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong because that probably would have already been.
Damn, I swear.
I swear. Well, you could be right. Because I'm not on it like that.
Yeah, my girlfriend's birthday is this Saturday, so we gotta hit a night on the town.
Hit 'em up. Hit 'em up.
Yeah.
You know what it is. But yeah, folks, make sure. I know it's safest to stay at home and do your thing, whatever that thing may be. But get out every now and again and go to the movies because
Yeah,
when
Avatar
all
comes
that
out in 4 days.
yeah, so check it out. But when all that Rona stuff was going on and the craziness with the stalks and a bunch of other stuff,
think a
Blake
lot of
knows
people
much
realized-
more about that. But keep going to the movies and make sure don't sneak all your
That's what life's
food
about.
and
More people realize
soda.
that when COVID
And-
happened.
yeah, right.
This is what life's about, bro.
Yes,
It's not
don't
about-
let the movies suffer, folks.
Or
because
the man. Don't let the man put you down.
Yeah,
bro.
definitely
Get
that
out
one.
there.
Yeah,
and
definitely. Yeah, you don't have to have money to live. You can go walk through the park, go sit on the beach, go,
live. I need to take my own advice.
Yeah, for real. Well, I'm about to start exercising my butt off. We both are. But anyway, we're about to get
still
healthy.
take snacks into the movies.
Right. But
not
no,
gonna
I'm
lie.
trying to say that I think that the majority of the money that the movies make
It
isn't
is.
from the movie
you're right.
itself. You should buy something at
That's why there's such an up market, whatever you want to call it,
Right.
on their
And
product.
if you take, the people, if you freaking take that childhood moment of where I'm sitting in that big old chair and that screen goes, and I look up and I'm like, oh.
You know how many people would kill for a blockbuster to be back?
Right. No, that was a beautiful moment too. Walking
Yeah.
through that and picking
Not even
GTA.
Family Video could
Me and
fucking-
you as kids.
Yeah.
I remember grabbing GTA. It was probably like the third time me and Blake as kids. We're probably like, what? When?
Why you keep renting this?
Yeah,
game?
it's like and we're like, it's that good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I really want to look up the year of
No, there-
what was he, 10 and 8 somewhere.
There's a good documentary called The Last Blockbuster. If anybody hasn't seen it, check it out.
I think I heard something
Dude,
about
it's
that
super nostalgic just watching it.
Right.
It makes you feel good.
too. Yeah,
Um,
I bet.
yeah. But there is still only one Blockbuster standing, and it'll probably stay there. It's like a tourist attraction.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I doubt you can rent anything.
Yeah, dude, it's a full-fledged Blockbuster.
Whoa,
It
that's
was a
super
franchise, so
dope. Where's
the guy,
that at though?
Oh, I forget.
Oh,
There was
I'd
one
go.
in Alaska for years. One of the last ones. There was 3 left.
wow.
Well, watch the documentary and it'll fucking tell you all this.
Yeah.
But
Facts. All right, folks. Also, to keep you updated, the Patty the Batty fight. Yeah. I don't think it's actually going down all the way until January. And for another fact, you also have to remember that this fighter, the sparring match,
right, I thought
it's
so.
not even a real fight, folks. The Patty just got out of his UFC fight, and he won. And
people don't agree with
yes,
what
I'm
I've
glad
been
you already
seeing
read
on
that.
Facebook.
Yes, it's mixed emotions, but hey, folks, he got the win. But that's not even what I'm looking. Well, me personally, I'm looking forward to John Bones Jones fights. But
did you see
this?
Dana White gave everybody $50,000?
No,
and he acted like it was such a big deal. I'm like, dude, a fucking NBA player that made a couple million a game, and he's like, oh, performance of the night, and then he names a performance, and then he's like, but since it's near Christmas and I'm in a good mood, I'm gonna just give everybody $50,000, and then everybody, and I'm like, dude, fuck, quit,
right?
Y'all quit.
Well, my thing would have been is how about you give everybody $50,000, but the performance of the night person who would have normally, thank you, you get it, Blake. Because what if I was the guy who really busted my ass that night? I'd have been like, you know what? On a normal night, I should have only got this money and none of them.
You know that 18-year-old kid or 19-year-old kid that just joined? He fought and he got the $50,000.
Right.
And now he's gonna buy his mom a house or something.
That's amazing though. But so back to that, you have to remember that the baddie's still under the UFC roster. So he can't technically be signed to a fight. So that's why they have to do it underneath UFC regulations. And I'm not for sure if that's even to a sparring fight. Like, you would have to know what they sign on the dotted line. Thank you. Yeah, you'd have to see the specifics of his contract to know what like, does it say in his contract that he can spar and make money still for sparring? You know what I'm saying?
Them stipulations.
But so the fights, I thought it was going to be here towards the end of December, but it's going to be in January. And I think it's signed, and they're trying to find out the rules. So they're all marking down rules for it now. So I'm going to really try to stay updated on all of that.
Yeah, they're saying that kid's going to be the next John Bones.
That 18-year-old kid?
Yeah, they're saying he's that good.
Dude, from what I've seen, he is a mean mug. And he's the first 18-year-old kid to be signed on the UFC. But the UFC, I don't know how true it is, really, but it's kind of starting to see that way with everybody complaining and starting to move around. With Nate Diaz moving around, and there was
nobody knows what he's doing, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited to see what...
There's no other big fighting thing, so he could go somewhere and really promote it.
Right. Well, that one guy, and his nickname's Mighty Mouse, and it's like Demetrius something, but he was like so good in UFC that he like ran through all of the fighters in his weight class, and it got to the point to where they UFC almost like forced him out because he was just demolishing all of them. You see what I'm saying? So he went across seas and because he said, I'm going to prove that I'm the best fighter in the world. Like, I'm going to go whoop everybody in every fighting
weight class?
No, like different organizations.
Right. Oh, right.
Yeah. So he's going to go around the world and like Pride and everywhere and fight them everywhere and whoop them up. But no, so what I'm really getting at is I don't know if UFC's the best organization to be fighting for. But I think Dana White's starting to realize he's getting a lot of heat from Jake Paul and everybody else about paying these fighters. So, and really, man, that if this bare knuckle fighting don't take over more, because I
really
think
sick to watch.
I know, and I enjoy watching some fighting, but hearing that flesh on flesh smack, man, really does it. But I think Shaq was even doing the announcing for that, and it wasn't too shabby. Yeah. Well, I think it's a specific bare knuckle fighting.
Anything he touches turns to gold.
Right. Facts. But man, I'm a Joe Rogan. You can call me a Joe Rogan fanboy, I guess. but man, I'm Joe Rogan for president all the way.
Joe Rogan for life.
Yeah, right, man. He's the man for sure.
I fucks with him.
Yeah, I respect that man.
Him and Theo Vaughn, man.
Right.
I just something about Theo, man.
For
I
sure.
fucking love him.
Yeah, for sure. Facts. But yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna wrap it up. I just thought of that Dave Chappelle skit where he's got that thing playing. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
He's like, get it over with. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, that shit's funny.
Yeah, folks, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for listening, man. We really feel good about this. I really like doing it.
Yes, we do.
We're gonna keep doing it.
You know that's right.
And thanks for listening.
Yeah, man, like, subscribe, and share.
Yeah. And we'll see y'all next
on the
time.
flip side.
Hey.